Hey, what's up? My name is John. I just want to give a quick review on the Palm Pro from Pre. Um, and basically, I don't like the phone at all. I'm on my third phone with Sprint with this phone, and it just really sucks. The apps in it aren't good. The Facebook app in it really sucks. It's only a status update, and that's it that I've seen so far. I mean, I've had the phone for 2 months, and I've been trying to figure out how to get more out of it, and I haven't. Granted, I like the fact that I can change anything I want for my Gmail, for my Yahoo, and it automatically updates to the phone. That's a very nice feature. But I can get that with a Droid phone too. I can even now get that with an iPhone if I go back to AT&T. I just think Palm did a terrible job at this phone and the software and everything in it. I mean, it doesn't even have a video camera. Granted, I mean, there are things that I do like about the phone, don't get me wrong. I like the throwaway part where I can just take an app and slide it up and it gets rid of it. I mean, that's pretty nice that I can just go like this and the app's gone. It's pretty cool. I like the fact that I can have multiple things running, but I can't put any of the icons actually on the home screen itself. It's only that little bar and then the menu bar like this, and that's all that you can do with it. Sorry, my camera sucks, you really can't see, and the phone's pretty bright. But it's just not a decent phone. Like I was saying, you can't take video with it. It's very kind of confusing when you're getting into like the real settings of the phone. Like if I wanted to go to besides just the ringer, the Wi-Fi, location, device info, and date and time and updates, and regional and backups. But if I wanted to go into like actually run a diagnostic, it's kind of, if you don't know much about it and you're not into reading books, it's really kind of difficult to get there because you have to go to device info and then hit up at the top preferences, and then you can do default applications, quick test, and interactive test, certificate manager. I mean, there's not very much in this phone that comes preloaded that's pretty decent, I think, in my opinion. The fact that, yeah, it has YouTube, but just about all the YouTube videos that I try to go to are unavailable, or the network isn't ready, or if I'm moving in a car and I wanted to watch a video because I'm bored, it won't play it. The Sprint navigation, this is my third one by the way, the Sprint navigation is pretty decent if your navigation works, if your GPS locator in the phone works. My first phone, it did not work at all. I had to replace it. Now that I'm on my second phone, I had to bring that one in because it started sending emails out automatically that I wasn't in knowledge of. The emails were going out on my accounts, and it sent it to everyone in my address book, which I have a pretty decent sized address book. And no MySpace app. Like I was saying, the Facebook app really was just kind of stupid. You can do the similar things with text messaging from Facebook instead of having an app and it taking up space and everything else. You can customize the buttons and move them around and things like that, but I mean, besides that, you can just organize them how you use them. Like, oh, I use this app more than this one, I use this more than this, and the little toolbar down at the bottom, you can adjust that and everything, and you can move things around. But once you get into like total customization, this phone is not customizable at all. It's comparable to an iPhone where you can't really customize an iPhone too much. If you want a better customized phone, I would say go with an Android phone, and I would say the HTC Hero for Sprint, or the Droid from Verizon. Of course, that one's a real popular phone. I've had a chance to play with both of them and use both of them, and they're pretty decent phones. I had seen some videos on here that this Palm compares to the iPhone, not by a mile. This phone, the iPhone, I would put it up on a gold pedestal, and this phone, I would use it as a fucking coaster. I wouldn't use this phone for anything except for a coaster if I had an iPhone. Just for the simplest fact is it's not worth its money in weight at all, and what it can do. It's a very crappy phone. Like for instance, I'm gonna lock the screen real quick. I don't know if you guys can see it down at the very bottom. Can't really see it really well. There you go. This right here is the mic. I think they should have put it maybe on somewhere else along the bottom, because when you're on the phone, and if you go like this and hold the phone to your shoulder, it scruffles and muffles and everything else. Or if you hold the phone kind of like this, where your thumb's there, or where your thumb's on the keypad or something, if you're texting and you can text that good, it'll cover the mic and the other person can't hear you entirely. So I mean, it's kind of a bad spot for the mic. I mean, every phone I've seen, it's on the bottom of the phone itself. Granted, the casing's on the bottom of this phone, and the case comes off, and you don't get the Fire Charge or that Stone Charge case with this one, but you do get it with the Palm Pixie, which I think is kind of stupid because the Palm Pixie is supposed to be the cheap version of this phone. You just get the plain glossy looking one, and that's it, and that's all. Basically, I'm extremely dissatisfied, but I haven't seen many, like, actually people giving a good review, or a review of a personal. They have the phone in front of them, they're playing with it, from Phone Dog or whoever, which Phone Dog is really good. I get a lot of reviews from them on their phones. Let's start giving reviews, and hopefully Palm will notice, or hopefully someone will notice, or hopefully Palm will notice not enough people are buying their phones now for their new lineup, and they'll inquire and get our opinions on what we want in a phone, instead of just kind of leaving us out in the dust. Because I mean, we put a lot of money into our phones. We should be able to kind of customize them and do what we want with our phones. We've gotten into an era of cell phones where it's our phone, and our phone expresses how we are, and not just by your background picture of your dog or your cat or your car. I mean, the themes, by the ringtones and everything else. It's all on how you want it to be. And the Palm phone, I don't think has much of anything that you want it to be of you, an extension of yourself or your expressions and everything else. It's kind of a jerky phone. The OS that's on it is I think really crappy. It's just not the best OS that I've seen Palm come out with. I would prefer just to chuck my phone in the river. But like I was saying earlier, post your video comments, post comments. Let's see how well we can get. My first video of doing this, so you guys can criticize me all you want. But alright, I'm out. Have a good one, guys.